Good evening, sports fans, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. My name is Blight Ops, and we are about to start the second season of the Blight Ops Zealots. Now, before we start the match, we do have something interesting I've found rather recently that has been pointed out to me. Is the fact that you can actually look through the various other divisions in order to see just what teams are made up in them, just what their match history is and that sort of thing. Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked that a bit too soon. But yes, these items here are grayed out at the moment, but they tend to more come into play if you're actually playing a proper online multiplayer tournament. Such as, say, the Hall of Fame will be players who, from all across the tournament, who
Bloodvisor have certainly got their hands deep into Blood Bowl, don't you think, Bob?
I know the Bloodwiser CEO, Jim, and it's not hands, it's claws.
Well, the Hall of Fame will be a record of all the players from all the teams who have stood out in certain fields, such as who's caused the most injuries, or who's thrown the ball more than anyone else. That sort of thing. We also took the time to spend some money to get ourselves a third reroll, which will be great. But going into our second season, we'll be going up against the Mars Scouts, an old Amazon team that I'm sure you all
Getting a tingling feeling
remember.
right here in my fists. A game is about to start, Jim.
And to no surprise, the fact that we ridiculously are better at them, have a higher score than them, means they've gotten themselves a halfling chef.
I know I have. Now let's play.
So this will be interesting, if nothing else. I do admit I have considered the idea of booting some of our more useless rotters from the roster, just to lower our team value just a bit in order to try and actually limit the amount of cash that other teams will be receiving.
Good day, sports fans.
Chef cooking down there. Smells good, I suppose. Oh, tastes a little bloody. The team's looking trim. Bob?
I know that look, Jim. That confident saunter in the walk. That team's been on the training ground.
And we've got an interesting match ahead of us. One where the sides are not evenly matched. Bob's quite excited, aren't you, Bob?
Thrilled, more like Jim. I love these uneven games. There's always so much blood.
Alright. And of course, as some of you may recognize, Helmet has been hired to take the opponent's side of the field. Helmet's, of course, being a goblin mercenary with a chainsaw.
Industria, the most hostile and claustrophobic jungle in the world. It gives you an idea what they're capable of.
But yes, this can happen with the halfling master chef. Is they will occasionally roll a 0. You also might be wondering why I'm bringing this particular rotter onto the field, despite the fact that this one is closer to leveling up. Well, as I'm sure that longtime fans remember, this particular rotter, if I recall correctly, we gained from this team. We killed one of them. And they've been with us ever since. So if nothing else, I feel like it's just appropriate just to introduce them to an old friend. Okay, we'll move you back there. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I do just simply plan to start murdering as many of them as possible, as quickly as possible.
The players arrive to assist their teammate. Missed that action.
And that is a strong start for us. Unfortunate, but recoverable.
I've seen mushrooms, Smart.
But yes, let's see if we can introduce our Rotter here to our old friends. Well, we're getting the stuns.
That's disappointing.
So we are
Still
breaching.
standing.
We are breaching through their armor. It's just that for whatever reason we can't quite get a proper injury.
Nuffle must be holding him up. I call that a tie.
And that has to be a bit of a first in a long time. We actually managed to get through the first round without needing a reroll.
They're dropping like flies. What's that? Knockout!
Whereas their luck is not going well. It's beautiful. Oh well, spoke a bit too soon, but it happens.
That blade was so close to a world of hurt.
Let's see who to kill. Well, we can at least get her off the field.
Come on. Just one more step.
Move Cyclone over there to play Interceptor. And we'll also send Michael to more or less just babysit Cyclone for the moment, just so that we know he will potentially be a good boy and...
Let's see what the side can do.
Alas, the double skulls.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
They failed their going for it roll.
Oh dear.
They failed it twice.
Saying yes. Today's player is tomorrow's necromancer.
See, did we actually gain experience for that? No! Well, that's disappointing. That's just sad. I was hoping for, well, I was hoping for something a bit more, you know, permanent. Well, actually, no, that's the wrong way of wording it, actually. I was hoping we would get the experience for it, but nope. And
Oh, he's going to get intimate with the fans. I hope they're not too excited.
And another one's off the field, which is great. Let's see if we can take you down at long last.
Jim. They're going for the ball. That's the way.
Why not? Why not take the shot? Might as well. And we actually managed to pick the ball up first time. That? I'm honestly impressed. Alright. Well, on the plus side, if nothing else, we're gonna have a new recruit from this
You
team.
need balls to score.
This seems to be our recruiting ground when it comes to the Rotters.
They're going for the ball. That's it. Aim for the ball, Stuart. Take them down.
Yeah. Well, they still have plenty of reserves to work with, so we are slowly but steadily working our way through their team.
Might as well grab them feathers.
Hang on, did you see that? Let's take a quick look at that play. Yes, the unmistakable sign of the player's eyes rolling up into his head. He'll be out for some time.
And the fact that that helmet has been knocked out does give us a bit of an advantage, since they're yet another one of their, well, one of their important people of their plan of defeating us has currently been defeated. Granted, we would still have been able to... He would have been sent off the field after the half was over, the drive was over anyway, because that's secret weapons.
Within grasping range of the fans, and they're looking hungry.
But being free of helmet before he could do any actual harm does make him a waste of money, because that chainsaw can do some serious damage. Alright. turn.
Well done. He held the ball together.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate they didn't aim for Conrad. Because that dodge would have been really helpful, but... oh well. And Michael has been kicked off the field. And Michael is dead. He rolled death twice. I'm pretty sure he's super dead. It's like regular dead, only they have to scrape you off the field a bit more.
Look at all those players sitting down on the job. There'll be trouble with the unions if this carries on.
But yes, it is a shame that we lost Michael.
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
Since Michael was likewise a long-time veteran of our team,
Leave a few bits on the ball.
still, as a rotate, they are replaceable, as is often the case. In fact, we're pretty sure his replacement has already been... what's the correct term I'm looking for here? Selected? So it is a disappointment that he died, but
The player's taking the ball, and the end zone is close.
at least he will not be missed. Not majorly, anyway.
They're attacking the ball carrier, Bob.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you. Good defense.
And if nothing else, we do still have a fair few reserves anyway, so...
That player is so close to a world of hurt.
let's see if we can get rid of you.
And into the crowd they go.
Indeed we can. See if we can get another one off the pitch. I do believe we can.
The fans seem very rabid. They'll leave a few bits on the ball.
Granted, she's not knocked out or dead, but she is off the field. Unfortunately, the double dice.
That looks painful.
Double dice get us again.
And the injured player slowly but surely regenerates himself.
But regeneration pays off.
Whew.
And their last reroll has been spent for this half. I don't believe they can actually score. Yeah, they're not... In the time they've got left for the half, they can't actually make it to the end zone. Wonderful.
Oh, he's going to get intimate with us.
Send Cyclone down here to try and keep them pinned down. Put a bit more pressure as well. Let's see, who can we... If we take you out... Move you there. Okay. There's a plan here. It's not a plan that's likely to pay off. It's highly unlikely, but we'll give it a shot. We've got nothing to lose.
Loosen the cage and let the pretty little dove, I mean the ball carrier, go. Less pressure on the ball. It's a good move.
The plan is actually fairly simple. We kill her. We kill...
Ball in danger, and carrier too.
It was time. He's not far from the end zone.
Well, that kind of ruined the whole plan. Because the plan was we'd kill her, have either Conrad or Sinister try and pick up the ball, then throw it down to the rotter here, and if they could catch it, run it to the end zone. But since we can't actually do any more whacking, let's just skip ahead to the next half zone.
Wakey wakey. One team's got some early knockouts back.
This is indeed a vital kickball. Scores in deadlock.
True, Chip. It's time for one of the squads to step up and be a winner.
Has the referee finally noticed the team's secret weapon?
Alright, we are in attack. So, for us, an early charge in order to try and break through their defenses would be a fairly good one. Now let's see if we can kill any of them moving forward.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
Ah, Cyclone. You're a good boy, but not a smart boy.
Look at Twinkle Toes there.
Finally, she goes down. Wonderful. Now let's see about putting a bit of pressure on these two. Let's see, Sinister and Mr. Troves. We'll have Troves make the push. Then we'll see about clearing the way a little bit.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
They must have glue on their fingers.
And Mr. Troves has the ball. Wonderful. Let's see. We'll also take a moment to put some pressure on this one. I'll admit, even with dodge, I don't have high hopes of actually stopping them, especially since they've got 7 bloody rerolls, but if nothing else, if we can make them waste a reroll.
He'll get an assist now. Listen.
There is another benefit of what Conrad has done, and that's you've managed to group a fair few of them together. Which means that if we can get Cyclone to not stand there drooling for a moment, we can potentially lock a lot. Because he has tentacles, we could potentially lock quite a few things down. And Ben Davey has a fractured arm. He will miss the next game.
You just have to touch them and they come to bits.
Disappointing, but well, it happens.
One side got superior numbers. Always good for a laugh.
Ah, we call that Knuffles' Kiss.
Let's see. Actually, first and foremost, we might try and... Yep, just bring her down so that we can move Cyclone up to lock at least these 2 buggers into position. We'll start off by
Throw the ball in their face.
smacking
that
you.
as if you were flinging a brick into their jaw.
And Mr. Troves gets another one.
That's why I love this.
Gotta love tackle. It pays off so much. Especially with teams like this.
All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game. Give me more random violence. The only use for the ball, in my opinion, to highlight who gets hit next.
There is a plan here. It's a fairly simple one. We're gonna mark these 2, make it a bit harder for them to move around. Conrad's gonna potentially take another beating.
Maybe better dodging out of the way rather than blocking, Bob.
No, Strike first, run later. That's always been mine.
I am not confident in our ability to go for it, I will admit. So we are not in this under the circumstances.
Go, big guy. Trample all over him.
But we will try and lock a few of them down. And the fact that we stunned one of them while we were making progress pays off a bit. And we'll start moving Miss Lana up to basically join in the brawl up here. Plus, she's in a good position in case they one of these manages to break away.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd... Last time that happened, it took 3 days to piece the body back together.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
One more step and...
Run them up there too. Let's go for it. Before...
Good cat.
What great play! Touchdown! At last we had a touchdown.
And Mr. Trobes proves once again why he is honestly one of our more experienced players.
And a few of the knocked out players return to the action. The smaller the team, the harder it is to score and to find replacements. Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon as they can.
Interesting. They had the chance to move a player underneath the ball, but decided not to. The AI can be weird like that. But they do not have any reserves left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they are in fact down some people. Whereas we still have our full
The
11.
ball is in the player's hands. What next? That's a dangerous place to be.
But yes, it might be worth removing some of our excess rotters. We have quite a few of the things. And I do believe Lord Serious Armor has made it to the second level. Good. It's nice to see him actually level up for a change. Might as well get rid of this one, because she's left herself in such a wonderfully exposed position.
And into the crowd they go.
Granted, we didn't get an injury off, but the fact that they're so badly outnumbered is going to hurt them. Strictly speaking, it's going to hurt them because we're going to hurt them. Not sure if we're going to be able to get a second goal, but we are definitely going to be trying to injure a few more of them.
One less annoyance to deal with.
We do have to at some point also level up. Level up Conrad. Hopefully we can get it in this match, because he's, if I recall, he's fairly close actually to a level up. Yeah, just one more score and one more goal and he'll definitely get a level up.
This player should be brain transplanted.
Unfortunately, Fat Twitch, he doesn't have block. Like some of our previous people did. See, are you dead? No. Unfortunate, but
Force possession away from the ball holder.
They can get the ball from that loser. They're in with a chance of turning this match on its head.
okay, that was fun. Disappointing, but well, it happens. Let's see about opening up a bit more room, shall we?
Closing moments of the match. We've still got players hitting each other. Love it!
Let's see, have Mr. Troves do a whack to see if we can free up a ball. As it turns out, we can.
Take down the ball carrier and split up the field. Blood Bowl 101. Ah, that's how every match should end.
Let's see. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to try and pick up the ball with Conrad, because getting him blocker would be really good for him at this stage.
And it didn't come off.
Unfortunately, it did not pay off. Alright, first things first, let's get rid of you. Or at least push you back. See if we can get a smack with Cyclone.
Two big goons that get together and
We
fall.
can.
It can really hurt.
Which will free up some more room. Why not? We'll give another whack. Because there's no harm in that to us. Let's see if you can do it.
Not up to much today.
Alas, no. It was worth a shot. We were gonna win anyway, but making an attempt to get him to level 3 would have been nice.
One touchdown does not a great match make.
I can live with the lack of touchdowns. If we have some fatalities and random violence in the mix as well.
Well, we didn't score much, but we did cause a fair bit of harm. And in the end, isn't that the win? Unfortunately, we tried the reroll, but we ended up with one less. Which sucks, but not much we can do. Though Mr. Troves has become our MVP and thus has leveled up. Very nice. Which is impressive because he gained 12 bits of experience in that match, which is impressive, to say the least. But we've got 2 levels up, which is great. But yes, let's see what we can get. First with Lord Armor. What can we get him? Honestly, I'm inclined to get Tackle, simply because Tackle would be fairly useful for dealing with dodgy teams. We've dealt with them a bit too much for my liking. And Mr. Troves has finally gained another level. So what can we get for him?
Did you know that the new Cabal HD globes have been selling like hotcakes from all outlets?
Don't confuse the viewers, Jim. He means they've been selling fast, not that they're made out of cake and jam.
Let's give Mr. Trove some claws, shall we? Just to make it when he hits someone that there's a greater chance he'll kill them. For those wondering, claws, when an opponent is knocked down by this player during a block, or after modifications automatically breaks armor. This means that Mr. Troves, and I'll show this off in a second, just one, because it takes a moment to come in. As you look at his hands, he's got some fancy looking claws on him now. So he's probably become one of our better hitters.
The stadium is like a second home for a team.
Unfortunately, we are currently 10 grand away from upgrading the stadium. Which sucks, but what can you do? And now, just to check our leaderboard, we are currently in the top 4, because admittingly, the fact that we're 3rd isn't great, but at this early stage, the fact that it's pretty much everyone's draw at this point, because of the ones, it's pure chance where you are. We plan to continue going up, though. But oh yes, here's a new, as I'm sure you recognize most of the teams on here, we have a new one, because the Creepers, a Goblin team, wasn't on the list last season, which means they were the silver team that's been kicked down, because they were on the bottom of the ladder. Which will be very interesting to see what happens with them. But we'll also, just for the sake of it, checking out the Silver Division. Let's have a look. Ah, here's the Thunder Drillers. They have sadly lost their first match. Who is that up against? Let's just have a look at the... Oh wait, it's not the team Rusto was after. It's history. They went up against the Munchie Toasters. Who...
Talismans R
Wait, what?
Us are certainly making a splash on the used arcane item retail scene of late.
I'd say less of a splash and more of an incendiary fire. You just can't trust sorcerers.
Munchie Toasters, a halfling team. I think it's the same team that beat them during the Mega Cup. But I'm not... But concede. Does... Huh. Does that mean that... the dwarves actually gave up? Then again, the Dwarven team is showing Skaven members, so maybe it's some sort of glitch. But anyway, that will be it for now. My name is Blight Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.